Oh, you good? You good? I don't. When? What you talking about? When you just tried to send an invite? I don't, for some reason that shit. Like I went back and looked at Facebook. It said you sent it like 10 minutes ago, and then but right after it said that it came through. So maybe the first one didn't work. All right.
This is the setting. War Memorial Stadium in Laramie, Wyoming. It is week 8 of the EA Sports College football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the Northern Illinois Huskies and the Wyoming Cowboys. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though there would be a great home field advantage today, Coach told me before the game he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather isn't clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The run inside. It's Harris. At the 35, he's loose. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Fires on the move. Complete downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Great protection there. Plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole, quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
The Cowboys come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Hughes. With the catch, it's Curry. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. He wants to change this route. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Got enough for the first. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Unloads quickly. Turning it on. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And the Cowboys trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Brown will throw it. That's reeled in. It's Rodgers. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
The Huskies will have it 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Trying to save time on defense, they used their second timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a gap. It's holding. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. Finds a man on the left. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Wants to throw. It's Hughes. He tries to take the top off. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. The period has expired, and Wyoming has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Maybe some room here. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the run, it's Hamilton. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Wide receiver going in motion. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
Well, you got to give this offense a lot of credit because they've been really physical. They've been doing a nice job running the football on this drive, getting themselves into this position, third down in the red zone. They've got a 4-point lead. Obviously, a huge third down here, but even if they don't get it, they can kick the field goal, make this a 7-point game. Obviously, they're thinking touchdown.
It's grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Wyoming. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Brown wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella. Get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. Caught, and he's got room. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum, so next week we play a little bit better football.
Brown will throw it. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Absolute shame. Missed it. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Turns it on at midfield. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
There used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Running inside, it's Harris. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. Give him 7 on that one. And now we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Harris. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man, like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the QB and receiver are trying to hook up there on a curl route, but the DB just had better coverage, and he knocked it away.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Pulls and fires complete. He will not get to the first down marker, and now that leaves him with 4th down and a big decision.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is 3rd down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
Trying to get it to the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
And the Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The run inside. It's Harris. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys, and they will have no more. That's their 3rd. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Hughes. Lets it fly. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28. A pretty good job by the coverage unit. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll go to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. Let's start with Memphis taking on the ECU Pirates.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
And it's the Tigers, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings.
Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got a man, it's Thompson. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Brown wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Makes a connection to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
And, man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the third quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And now for this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. The run to the right. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. The play action fake. He'll get rid of it. Got him downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Hughes. Here's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt, and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
Makes the grab. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. Brown will throw it. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st?
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Back to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise.
Here's a little room there. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. And they take it in for 6 more points. Extra point here will tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. They took it 71 yards down the field, and he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. first play of the drive comes from the 22. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Harris. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Final play of the quarter coming. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Johnson. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Brown wants to pass. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Coming out with it, it's Taylor. Slips through the line. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that, baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Husky's offense out there and ready to go. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late. Snags it and he's open. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
They'll run it. It's Johnson. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with exactly where you want to be in this one. Running inside, it's Harris. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Looking downfield, it's Hughes. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to go right back downfield. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll run play action. Gets it out fast. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Quick toss. There's a crease. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Cowboys fall back on top.
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run in the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Northern Illinois offense to go on the attack. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Makes a man miss. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. As to be expected, nowhere close being good from that distance. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this to extend the lead late. And it's gone! And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again.
Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions. He's looking deep. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to. They had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a double.